There's a lot of texture. There's a lot of detail. The puppets are about probably about 3 feet tall, and they're probably about 100 years old. There's an area in China, Fujian province, I think it is, where this is sort of a craft of the area. And my friend Candace, who I'm now painting, she used to fly over there because she was a flight attendant. And so she began collecting these. So familiar with the area of Beijing and Shanghai that she was visiting as vendor. So she has about 33 of these kinds of puppets. This was in the day when there was very little security, so anything that she could pack in the hull of the plane came home. You know, she had tonsous and, you know, all kinds of crafts and things like this. And so she collected all of these puppets.
Were they puppets used in their shadow plays?
She said that she was told that people would come in and use them to, you know, give performances in people's homes, and periodically, when the outfits wore out, then they would be, you know, replaced with, you know, outfits. And a lot of these survived the Cultural Revolution and other things because they were considered bourgeois. And so anything like this that survives now is only because people hid them.
Yeah.
You know.
So were these paper or were they fabric?
Well, underneath the limbs are very frail wood pieces. There's nothing, you know, particularly interesting. I mean, the outfits conceal how little there is under there. They're like little pieces of wood kind of strung together.
Are made to move.
Yeah, and if you look closely, now when she saw this, you know, I mean, I paint very deliberately whatever I see that looks interesting, and sometimes later people say, well, gee, I didn't really mean to have that. She had this hanging over a Chinese screen, you know, and so this was the top part, you know, the part where you manipulate the strings for the puppets. And so they weren't exactly displayed professionally or any it's not fancy or anything like that. But I walked into her home and I saw all these wonderful puppets, and on the other side of the screen there were another 6 or more. But I just found this so fascinating, you know. So.
And you painted them.
And I painted them, yeah. And the little porcelain faces, she said, were sort of the giveaway that they were done by the same artist, you know, because each one has their own style. Yeah.
I mean,
it's big. It's like...
But here's what's getting me. This is a glow, like a reflection. You know what I mean? Like...
So it must have had a surface that reflected.
Yeah,
whatever paint that they used. I mean, it really was like little porcelain faces. The way the artist did it. And you can see all the needlework here too that, you know, playing with, and how primitive the limbs were. You know, the little hands.
So this looks like a photograph, but you painted this.
I painted this, yeah. Yeah, let me see if I've got postcards on that. I can't remember what I grabbed.
Hey, if they get the book, they can see it.
That's true. I've seen that before. You showed that. Did you go to Chinese Garden Center?
Yeah, right.
Was there?
Yes.